Hello.
Hi. So, this is
How are
a
you?
weird one. I asked you first.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a weird one because Anaya and I already did the main recording this time. That was just me and her. Now we're joined by the rest of the Chuckle Fucks, minus Jake, that have
Hey.
seen it as well. Uh,
And you know what? We decided that yet another responsive podcast hasn't been woke enough, so we just need to wake
Wake
up.
up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Nah,
On the
copyright.
table, on the table.
Copyright. Put the table on the
No,
table. You
I'm
wanted
doing the
to.
gibberish version. I'm doing the gibberish version. It's fine.
I guess we mainly focused on like kind of initial impressions and like what we thought of like some of the major moments as just kind of talking about the themes when it was just me and her. So I guess we'll open with just first impressions of the other
Movie.
two. So Max, Sarah,
Yes.
what did you both think of the movie?
One at a
So you can
time.
take it. You can take it first.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was really heartwarming and visually stunning. Um, I loved the characters, and um, I did think the ending maybe was a little cheesy, but generally, I really liked it.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
guess now on to you, Max.
So I initially went in knowing literally nothing about the movie, except for Wyatt said it was a fantastic movie. I was like, okay, let me go ahead and go it. Now, our audience should be familiar with my love relationship with Outer Wilds, which is what's on screen right now. Um, this will probably be the best live action adaptation of the game, and I love that. It has a lot to do with the potential heat death of the universe, talking with aliens that you technically can't communicate with one to one, as well as just the existential crisis of the horrifying aspects of space.
Wait,
And
the
yeah,
beginning of this
I
movie.
Stars are gone.
Hold on, no, when not even talking about that, when the movie first started and he's like he doesn't have his memories or any of that kind of stuff,
Right.
and the rest of the crew members are dead, it was just like, oh,
Oh,
that's just
wow.
pure cosmic horror, like just
Yeah,
Yeah,
from the
that's
that was
Yeah, I
beginning.
was
really.
about to say big monster. Hello, where's it at?
And like
you
as
don't need a monster. Space is just horrifying. Like
space
that's
by
it.
itself is
Yeah.
like that's
Uh-huh.
why one of the only moments I'll give the 2009 Star Trek credit is when Bones is just like talking about it's like, yeah, you could be decompressed into space, boiled and frozen at the same time, and Kirk goes, I hate to remind you, but Starfleet works in space. uh, uh,
There's also like a really horrible vertigo moment I experienced in the theater where I have a really bad fear of heights. And I
I
think
think I
space is
know.
neat. I think space is really cool. There's a moment where he opens up the airlock and looks down,
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that
and
made me
and
cringe.
he just goes
and
fucking
that's
no.
and then yeah, he goes nope, and that's when Maxie realized, oh, space is all of the height.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yes, of
Yeah.
everything, yes.
Space is as high as you can fucking go. Like so, that immediately, as soon as I saw, it, I was like I actually started getting sick of the theater.
It is kind of funny how, Anaya and I had talked about this when we did our own thing. It is interesting that the last film we talked about on the podcast was Iron Lung, and uh, one of the interesting bits of both of those films is sort of like theme wise was the reaction of essentially Armageddon, and I
The
really
enormous.
I
enjoyed.
love that song.
Oh, I get it. And
Oh my God, I got
I just really
boy, Jesus
appreciated
Christ.
how this movie really talked about like the different reactions to essentially like in this case either the heat death of the universe or utter annihilation in their case through starvation.
Yeah. And
Uh,
the super terrifying, uncaring void of space.
yeah,
The idea of the stars going out and completely leaving everyone isolated and all sorts of fucked up. That's genuinely fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
mm-hmm. And also, Grace was lucky Rocky was friendly, because
Right.
there's a there's a like a hyper like there's a hypothetical in which he just met the first alien and the alien just goes,
Yeah, he meets the first
bang bang
he meets
bang
the
bang bang.
he meets the
Yeah.
first fucking xenomorph. Like it's just he meets a fucking tyrannid. But there is precedence to say that Rocky would that Rocky would be friendly because Rocky is also like a scientist. The whole reason he's being
Exactly.
in there. The bit with
When
the
he's
bit
trying to
with
move
him
the
like
ship
when
around,
he's trying to move his ship away, like the
and
ship just
Rocky
keeps
just
swallowing him.
keeps like,
Like
yeah.
that got a good like my theater was like mostly empty because it's been a fucking hot minute since the movie's come out. So
I
like
imagine that was the last showing of your theater as well.
I think there's some viewings tomorrow as well. But yeah, no, and like it was pretty much just like me and like fucking five other people and like one guy in my row, and yeah, like me and him were just kind of like fucking like vibing the entire time, and yeah, like that made us all fucking chuckle.
Yeah,
Just
we
that
had a
nope.
Yeah.
The amount of nope that space can what's the word like invoke out of a person is just truly
Yeah.
baffling. Because I mean, yeah, space and or horrifying.
Grace elicited so much fucking laughter. Like when he sent the first message,
Right.
like, "Oh,
Yeah.
thinks I'm an idiot."
Oh, he thinks I'm an idiot. Yeah, it's like, why is it going slower?
Like he
It's
was
good shit.
hilarious throughout the movie.
Mhm.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And he's handsome and gorgeous because he's Ryan Gosling.
Yeah,
Even though he did his best to try to like nerd it up a little bit in his like
yeah.
voice.
and
Shout out to
also
him.
I
and
saw something on.
also tried to be the most disheveled version of himself, yet he's still Ryan
He's still
Gosling.
he's still Ryan Gosling.
Yes.
Go ahead, River. Say what you gotta
Yeah,
say.
I saw something on Facebook that was like Ryan Gosling, the only man who has been written by a woman or made by a woman.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, because he's just handsome by default.
He's
Because
handsome by
Yeah.
default.
because
He's a
we
beautiful man.
because like one of the best parts of Barbie is Ryan Gosling. One of the best
He's
parts
literally
of
Ryan Gosling.
Well, yeah.
Don't you
when
mean
like
the best part of Barbie?
yeah, it's the only good part. When we were
Will Ferrell was fun.
okay, yes, well, I want to bring this joy to as many children as possible in a creepy way.
And of course,
I keep skating.
and of course, Flat Feet Barbie was also hilarious as well.
Hmm. Oh, yeah.
Flat Feet.
uh, and then it's funny when like thinking about the recent filmography of Ryan Gosling because like Jake and I watched like The Fall Guy, for example, and it's just like, oh, he was the only enjoyable part of that entire movie.
Yeah.
You sing this
It
River, by the way.
was.
Yeah. Oh, imagine if that had just been in the movie, like just
Dude, if
like,
quantum positioning was in the movie, that would be fucking awesome.
one of my favorite things about like when just how this movie breaks a lot of its stuff down. It's so amazing because like since it's the same guy who wrote The Martian, almost all the math lines up.
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of like hard science in the movie as well. I mean, if you're gonna do sci-fi, like you might want to like just kind of get
emphasis on
some
the
of the stuff
goddamn
right.
science.
Exactly. So I appreciate like all of that stuff as well, and like the idea that like he's a
A
teacher as well.
microbiologist, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. A microbiologist who's teaching astronomy, but I guess I don't know. It was a little weird at the beginning.
thing-
That was also really funny as well. Like,
Mhm.
are the particles eating the sun?
This is something you should talk to your parents about.
Wait, so I
We're
know
all
what's
gonna
happening.
die.
I know what's happening to the sun is that it's called a virus. Is it like a literal virus?
It's not a virus
It
as in like a
is.
biological
No.
thing, like
Okay.
as in like it's
Well, it
sick.
is.
No,
Well,
it's
it
a
is.
microbe. It's eating the sun.
Well, say it's
Yeah, it's
technically
a living
biological thing.
thing. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's basically
yeah.
microorganisms that are like tearing the
Yeah,
plant.
because
Like, tearing the
viruses
sun.
eating-
are weird. Is that it's debatable if they're even alive.
Yeah, the what it's doing is it is eating. I think they said specifically the hydrogen in the sun, so that it could then move on to other suns. It's because that's how it's propelling itself.
Didn't he say it was alive? Because like he looked through that microscope and he was like,
Well, that's one of the more interesting things about Grace's character, is that all of this is based around a theory that essentially he, for the most part, is kind of wrong about, because he was trying
Yeah.
to say the whole he was trying to say that life does not need water in order to form, which for the most part that's incorrect.
Well, we don't know
As
that,
far
though.
as far
As far
as
as we understand
know,
life, yes.
it's,
As far as
it's
we
more,
understand
it's more or less
life and stuff like that, that's
guaranteed that life can form if there's water.
exactly. But his
Yeah.
whole thing was like challenging the idea that maybe it is something that could be like different. And weirdly
And-
enough, he's affirmed in this movie because fucking how the fuck does that rocket drink water?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then one of the more interesting. Oh, you're doing just a flat out new playthrough. I just realized that.
I do a new playthrough like every fucking once in a while, to be honest with you.
Fair enough. And it does show that because of how his life has turned out, when he first sees the astrophage, and he's just like, it's one of its key components is water, and he freaks out for a little bit because it's once again proving like his theory was wrong, like because it pisses him off. Because imagine if this is apparently like ostracized him with the scientific community. That's why he said like I ride a bike to school and it's not by choice.
Well, so my question is like, did like. Is it like a character flaw? He refuses to let go of something that, as far as he knows, is effectively disproven.
So his idea was essentially because there's so many different variables that you don't know, and then he also did kind of just outright call one of his colleagues like, I don't remember the exact same words, but he did essentially call him a piece of shit.
Yeah, he calls him a bitch. It's kind of hilarious.
And
that is like the petty levels of like fucking like the actual like levels of science it is, and like that is something that like happens in like fucking aspects. Like it just happens in all
It used
aspects
to
of
be
life.
way
that is
worse.
funny that he was just kind of avoiding it. Like
Mhm.
when that lady came, he was just kind of avoiding that shit. Like,
well, because I'd imagine he's essentially been laughed out of a lot of the
Yeah.
scientific community, that he just doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like he went from like one of the most, or he went from like, what is it? He studied microbiology to teaching fucking astronomy, basically. Like, so yeah, he had a bit of a fall from
Like-
grace.
Ah,
This is why.
crash right
I'm
into the
here.
sun.
You know what? I do kind of wish quantum positioning was in it, because like that would have just made like perfectly Outer Wilds. Like, I am curious who the composer was, because I did get vibes of that as well through there.
Let me pull it up on my
Yeah.
phone. I can't pull it up on the screen because they're looking through the monitor. One moment. Project Hail Mary compose. The moment that he's outside the ship, by the way, during the Pavlov, not Pavlov line, Petrovian line.
Petrovian line, yeah.
Yeah, that was like, this movie is full of so many beautiful shots, and I know like
Yeah.
Insanely so, yeah.
we're kind of repeating a little bit of the same points, but like it's just true. Like that was my favorite shot in the entire movie, actually. Just
And when they were like on the
Yeah, when they were, I'm like, yeah.
yeah, just give you a thumbs up on that one. I'm sorry, a thumbs
Yes.
down.
Oh, what?
No,
Why?
well, that is right.
It was a scene. Yes.
There probably wasn't there probably was a yeah in the movie, so she's not wrong.
I will. I do have to address the point. Well, I mean, I guess like going through it, like yeah. So stars are disappearing. So like immediately, I got like really fucking giddy in the theater, and I kind of wish I went to go see it with like Benny, who like I forced to fucking play Outer Wilds, because like that is the concept of Outer Wilds, is that they're the heat death of the fucking universe. So it's like ooh kind of thing. And yeah, like just the idea of something so far beyond like any like realm of control is just fascinating to me, because like again, space is very scary.
Very.
So the composer, by the way, is it is Daniel Pemberton. Let's see what else.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah,
He
shout out to
did
that
the
guy.
music for things like The Bad Guys 2,
Ah.
The Mortician.
He didn't do Oppenheimer, did he? Because Oppenheimer also had very like Outer Wildsy like levels of like fucking music as
Okay,
well.
hold on. You want to no. Now I need to talk about a fucking opposites in career. It's the composer for the Concorde soundtrack.
Well, fucking excuse me.
I mean, you gotta get those paychecks, man.
Yeah, I'm just
I mean,
I'm
true.
saying talk about
Like,
duality of man. Like it's just
yeah.
like, oh,
One of my favorite fucking people on YouTube. Her name is Emily Hopkins. You might know her as the Harp Lady, but
Oh yeah.
she technically has like, I think I forgot what game was it? I think it's Star Wars Outlaws. She has musical credits on.
Well, the music in Outlaws was
Understandable.
one that was probably the only thing that wasn't a broken, retarded mess. So.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
and had it just been pointing out the beautiful animations, there's a lot of other stuff. Like I don't mind, for example, the eating food stuff. Had it not been a QuickTime event and just been a cutscene.
Yeah, of course.
Uh,
Anyway,
and but
but yeah, like
but
that's
as
just
we
you gotta get your bag, man. And that's
yeah
the thing is that like as much as we
Yeah,
may
you gotta get money.
as much as we may not like these things, it's like, dude, if fucking like I have Dave Filoni's like, yo, I want you to fucking help write on Mando, you best fucking believe I would jump on that shit immediately. Which,
Yeah,
by the
well,
way, I gotta.
you'd probably see if
hold on
you could
as you get
sneak in
kicked out of
some
the writers' room like 5 minutes in because you're like, so we're gonna make Mando
So,
competent. Get him out of here.
so
Get him
I
out
was
of
gonna say,
here.
so in the first 10
Like, no,
minutes,
you're
Grogu fucking
fired.
dies,
No.
and he's replaced by Bill Burr.
Yeah.
But
But not,
didn't his
but
character die, though?
hold on, not
No, his
as
character's still alive.
no,
Bill
his
Burr in the
character's still alive.
basket.
But yeah, I was going to say he's still sitting in the basket, so he's all hunched over as he's hovering. Like, why are you doing this?
What are you doing? You carry me around, man. So what's the rule?
And then Ahsoka goes in.
Fucking,
and
you
then
tell me you
blandly
wouldn't want to watch
crosses her
that,
arms.
motherfucker. I'll call you a lie.
I'd watch the shit out of it.
I call you
but,
a lie.
I
Not
want-
a liar.
Like a
A
liar.
lie.
A
You
Your
are
life
the
is a
concept
lie.
of dishonesty itself.
You are the concept.
Just imagine, like, just a show that's just Mando, like, being the straight man while
And
Bill
Bill
Burr's
Burr?
just like, look at this shit over
Look
here,
at
Mando.
that shit. Look at that. He's got a fucking walker, and you got like a smaller walker. What is this? Why is he walking it up this mountain pass? It doesn't make any sense.
What are you, Luke Skywalker? What the fuck is this?
Alright, now it's time for Sherry's beer.
Harry's beard. That's
I love
so
you, Bill Burr.
stupid.
Tell me you wouldn't watch that, and I'll call you a fucking lie. I'm just saying, I would make Disney all of their money back if they let me get into that fucking writer's room.
What would so back to the movie? What would you say was your favorite moment in the entire film?
Them communicating. There's so much fucking good shit in the movie. I think what it would come down to is the part that actually had me just like fucking nail biting hardcore was Rocky's sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
Like that shit, when you see him smoking and screaming, and it's like,
Oh,
dude, it
I
just
really
hurts
thought
my
he was
fucking-
dead.
I did too, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, please don't kill the fucking stupid rock. I love this
Well,
little
it's because
guy.
as I was
Yeah,
trying to
right.
explain to Anaya, it's like it's not just that like he has a different like biology in terms of like him being a rock. If his atmosphere is made of argon, that means just simply existing in our air would kill him.
Kill
Like,
him.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and
no,
it's
that was-
shown like horrifically, like that him being in our atmosphere, it just fucks him up. Like he's literally
Yeah.
black smoking, like he is like disintegrating, but he is
Poor
doing his
thing.
best to save his best friend, his only friend at the moment. And it's like, damn, dude. And it's just it's like I said, it's a great moment.
The moment that I would say, and it's the moment that like, so there's multiple moments in this film that broke me, but the one that made me truly click with sort of the theme of the movie, and what's weird is like I don't normally talk about like themes unless they're like super obvious, was when scientist like in charge lady started singing "Sign of the Times," and I was just
You
like,
mean you mean the Rudy of this universe?
yes.
Permission to come aboard, Captain. You're already on board.
And
I fucking love her.
I love her.
well, it's because like you really know who her character is throughout this entire film. Like it is really like we have no choice in this matter. We need to just do this. That's, and it's even down to the fucking name, Project Hail Mary. There is one fucking shot to fix all of this.
because we don't. And I love that. I love that. It's like, all right, like,
Yeah.
so why are the stars dimming? Okay, everybody all together. We don't know. It's
Yeah.
like it's shit like that, where it's like, oh man, like I'm just
Yeah,
like
and
existential crisis kick
there's
in.
there's multiple moments in
Yeah.
that film that of course shows us who she truly is. But her seeing Sign of the Times, it's the one moment where we do see like emotionally the armor is kind of going down and shows like how much of a despair this is, but she is willing to push through it.
Mhm.
Because Sign of the Times, when you look into the lyrics, kind of is a bit depressing. This is the
Like, you
final
hear
show.
this,
Thank you for bringing your best clothes. Like, it is all about how
Harry, are you
essentially
okay?
it's how essentially everything is coming to an end. Because yeah, if the stars dim, we starve to death. This
Yeah,
isn't
like,
like
literally.
what's about to happen right now, where it
so-
explodes and like because like where this like the star goes supernova. We're just enveloped. We're vaporized in a matter of 8 fucking minutes because we just cease to exist.
We're dead. Yeah,
So,
we're dead.
well, the thing is, the planet would freeze over long before we would starve to death.
True. That's the other thing too.
But one of the immediate things would be, like I think they said in the next 30 years
Everyone
would be,
will die, and the problem is it will be slow. That's the
Yeah.
scary
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, because like I said, with a supernova, like that's why I said
supernova
8 minutes.
is-
8 minutes, like then it's just gone.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's terrifying.
and then like, so Sarah, what would you say was your favorite moment?
I think maybe the first time that he finds the toy that, or not a toy, but the thing that Rocky makes for him, and they start making things for each other.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. You're bad at making things.
They're doing the tap, and he's just like, no, pointing.
I'm fucking pointing, you dipshit, and god damn it, you fucking okay. He doesn't understand me. He doesn't understand me. I make coos and whistles. I don't have a fucking face. Okay, it's there. I will say it is a little convenient that Rocky could completely fucking understand him. Like, I have to be objective here. Like, the movie is
No,
great.
I agree.
I cried like a little
Yeah.
fucking girl multiple
Me
times in this
too.
movie. But like, it
Him
is a little weird
understanding
that
English is a bit of a contrivance. Yes.
is
Yeah,
weird.
not just understanding it, but being able to like
comprehend it.
Communicate.
speak in a
Comprehend,
way
yeah.
that was comparable.
I did
Like, he didn't
appreciate the
need, like,
final
any-
touch where Grace just is able to understand them because he's probably been on their planet for
Yeah,
so
the
long.
implication he's been on the planet for a while, and like I appreciate that like the fucking the gerbil ball for Rocky like fucking was sending me. There's a lot of really great moments in this movie, but like yeah, towards the end, like yes, like he would like basically hear the language so much that he would just like understand it at that point. But like I
Yeah.
said, it is just a little convenient that like they can all understand him. So
Mhm.
like the movie isn't without its flaws. Like that is like a logical like inconsistency that
It's
doesn't make
definitely
any
a
fucking sense.
contrivance.
If I would do my best faith to defend it, maybe like kind of like similar. This is going to be weird because I'm referencing other things, but kind of similar to the Elcor, where like they go off of like very subtle things and vibes. We see that Rocky has insanely good hearing. Like he could hear into the vacuum of space, which is insanity. Like when that happened, I was like, okay, that's fucking retarded. But I'll let it slide. I'll let it slide. But
To be fair,
yeah,
sound does travel
I
through
can see
space.
through walls.
Very just very faintly.
yeah, but you can't use sonar to see into space, dude.
Bro can
There's a
see
point-
through walls.
maybe he uses radar, huh?
Yeah, he has
Well,
radar
well,
built
that-
into his non-existent face.
Well, that's what I actually appreciated was the like the multiple shots we have of Rocky's POV and like
June, yeah.
like
it's,
it was
it's great.
it was an impressive effect, including when
Yeah.
they were trying to show the time bit, and it's just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
you put the tape on the clock,
Mhm.
and
I
then
love that.
showing that reflection. It's like, okay. And then he built a device so that he could see screens. It does show that like they are trying to
Their
adapt
technology is their technology is insanely advanced compared to us, and realistically it would be.
made from a
Considering
chemical
how-
that it's just a fucking gas. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, like, so, and like that's the thing is that like a lot of scientists and like astrophysicists and all the shit, like this is for River and Anaya, they would tell you that if we ever encountered like alien life that came to Earth, they would be so far beyond us that we can't even fucking comprehend them. So we basically,
Right.
if like it's an invasion or anything like that, we kind of just have to fucking bow
Kinda,
down. 'Cause,
kinda.
like, yeah, we have to be
Yeah.
like, yeah, you guys, you fucking, you won, you got here first. You literally, there was a race, you already got it to the finish line. We didn't even get a chance to fucking shoot the firing gun.
yeah,
So,
we'd be literal apes if an alien species came down here right now.
Well, we
Like,
are
they could-
literal apes.
yeah, but that was an interesting thing too. Is like, so like, to, it's like, I guess this is more for the science nerds to like show that like, oh, they have like a physical matter that is only considered gas to us. Like that is your first indication that they are far advanced, far more advanced than we are.
And I love how, because of all these processes going down, Grace is kind of fumbling for a good chunk of it. Like, when he opens the container, like, first off, he's like, lefty loosey, right? And he doesn't get it. He's like, wait a minute. Everything's backwards.
Yeah, no.
And then just...
Literally...
and then he opens it, he's like, wait a minute!
He's
Toxic gas!
like, yeah, dude, I fucking lost it at that, because he's like, oh shit, this is an alien contaminant. Why did I just open this fucking thermos? That was a dumb fucking move. I love that. Like, yeah, because it's like, yes, you don't know what the fuck is in that. So,
and again, talking about like the pure science element, just watching the fucking like seeing the ship go into like its little spinny bit for the centrifuge, so they have gravity, and you see this you see the beds rotate as well. Like, it's...
yeah, that was really nice. I did chuckle my ass off when he was spinning, and the fucking like the little like arm and the like satellite dish or whatever that like Rocky was like observing him with, they were like following it, and all I could think about is like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Why the fuck is he spinning? Why the fuck is he doing that?
Yeah, well, it's because he's having to figure out so much shit. When he's like, I am the scientist, and then when he recovers all his memories, like, didn't even want to fucking be here.
I did like the bit where every time he sat in the fucking captain's chair, he's like, "Nope, not a pilot, not a pilot."
Yeah.
also,
Object detected.
bit...
Raised shields. We don't have shields.
Like... Don't have shields. I just recently watched the first like 3 seasons of Invincible. And there's that bit where they're running from the Martians, and fucking Invincible's like, "Robot, raise the shields." It's like, we don't have shields.
This isn't Star Trek.
This is a Star Trek.
And yeah, the fucking satellite, yeah, the little arm things that are just observing him. It's clearly Rocky just going like, oh,
what the fuck is happening?
The primate clearly doesn't understand what he's doing. How he got here is beyond me.
Yeah, I fucking dude. I keep thinking about the fucking hamster ball. It just fucking kills me. Like, I'm just fucking thinking, why is it so messy in here? What are you
doing? Dirty.
Dirty.
I wasn't expecting company.
This is the garbage room, apparently.
Oh, when he was talking to himself, hey, Grace, who are you talking to?
He has really good hearing.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I heard that.
I heard you.
Yes, you said Rocky has good hearing. Damn it.
Yes.
Yes.
As they were,
Rocky,
and then there's just
Rocky
moments
was a fucking
of them
character.
bonding. By the way, when they're just trying to pick the voice, like,
Yeah.
let's try Meryl Streep. What is a school teacher doing in space? That lady can do anything.
The fucking the fucking horny one was fucking hilarious.
Like, oh, no.
And then they do the French one, and they both look at each other like, not French.
Because even aliens who cannot speak our language and are made of fucking rocks think French people are cringe.
Because they are.
True.
They're not even human, to be fair.
Yeah, barely. The fucking Rocky was more of a human than French people are. Hey.
I loved the room that was just filled with screens, because you know for a fact that so much time would be spent in there so they don't lose their fucking minds.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's clearly what that room was actually built for. And then, like, as they're celebrating and also just passing the time, they watch fucking Rocky. Like,
to see the thing. It's pretty good.
Yeah, there's a lot of references, Jake, to just various other stuff. Like, they call the Rocky's mate, because it's Rocky calls her Adrian, and because they get the microbe.
Well, Jake, the way they speak, like the way this like little guy speaks in the movie, he like it's almost like a frequency, like like sound like sing-songy kind of
hums
thing.
and pitches.
Yeah, so he so when he says the name, like, so he has this like basically there's this little translator that's like basically picking up on like all the basic words that he like taught like Rocky. So like there's just like a text to speech thing going on the entire time. And like anytime he says words that like aren't comprehensive, like the thing goes like blank, and Grace has to basically fill in the blanks there. And so when he says his mate's name, he doesn't have a word for it, but then they try to name the planet they found, and he names it Adrian, which was a nice touch.
That's adorable.
I didn't catch it at first because I'm not a Rocky fan, but then I was like, oh yeah, it's the Rocky thing.
Adrian.
I like.
And fucking talk about moments of absolute suspense. Them trying to catch the microbes, where you're essentially having to counterbalance the gravity of the planet with your own ship, and it's just like, oh, and because the Mary was not designed for that shit, she's falling to pieces.
Yeah, and it's terrifying. Like, dude, every bit of anxiety.
He thought he was gonna fucking die.
Jake, you're currently going through the Halo audiobooks. I don't know if you got to. I think Fall of Reach is when they introduce it, but they lose a Spartan simply because his because
Sam.
his suit is
Sam.
his suit
Yeah,
was,
I just left off of that part because you got.
Oh, you did? Okay, so you know.
Yeah.
So there's a bit in one of the Halo books where they're like basically invading like a Covenant ship or whatever, and one of the Spartans, one of his a piece of his suit is ruptured, so they have to leave him behind because the only way to extract is through the vacuum of space, and it is something so small that could go wrong that can ruin literally everything. And that was something that I really they didn't really go into it too much. It was more just kind of like mass destruction or anything. And I was actually kind of scared that they would do that. Like, it's like, oh no, the fuel compartment's broken, so I can't get enough fuel to go home or whatever. That was going to be like a thing, but they didn't go for that angle.
I did appreciate the physics of it because of the astrophage leak. It was currently sucking him into the Petrova line.
Like that scene.
When the music. No, sorry, it was more what Max just.
It's
like,
it's the thing happening on the screen right now. Fun fact: this song is called "End Times."
Oh no.
And I appreciated like the amount of when they are trying to get out of the planet, and it's just the amount of fucking G-forces that just they flung him into the fucking monitor, and it's just like, yeah, because that's what happens when you're dealing with excessive G-forces, that you need to counterbalance them.
Yeah, my fucking chest got so tight when that shit happened, man. It was like fucking terrible. Oh yeah, guys, real quick, for Sarah and River, I was looking out on a solar. I was looking out at the galaxy. Do you notice anything weird about the stars?
They're disappearing.
They're dim.
They're going away.
The stars are gone.
The stars are gone.
Well, I mean, it could also just be that those stars died a long time ago and the lights finally reached you.
Oh no! So...
I mean, that's how it works. I'm pretty sure like most of the stars that we see in the sky, they're all fucking dead. They died billions of years ago.
Which they then brought up in things like Iron Lung, where it's like, I can see the stars. No, that's just residual starlight.
It's literally just residual starlight.
Yeah.
Yep. Science is awesome.
Science is awesome, horrifying. Yet terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah.
What did you think of the twist?
Quiet in spaces makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, space is horrible.
What did you think of the twist that Grace was not there voluntarily?
That was crazy. I was like looking like, wait, what, are they gonna kill him? And then when I saw them like take him out,
I mean,
I was
it's
like,
Project Hail Mary. I mean, you know.
Well, so the reference, the people that were
the fuel that they are going to use in that. So the reason why they can even do like interstellar travel is because of this weird microorganism they found that basically eating the sun, and they can use it as like a combustion agent. So what they do is they use it to basically like power the spaceship. But to do so, they need to reproduce a shitload of it, and that's Ryan Gosling's character. He was the first one to actually figure out how to reproduce, like to have these microorganisms reproduce using
the UV's spectrum for specifically Venus, which produces a certain amount of light, which attracts them.
Well, of course, it's fucking the most volatile planet in our fucking solar system.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the
it's
problem
more
was
But
it's
the
more so that this, as powerful as this agent is, it's very volatile, and unfortunately, they miss the fucking decimal by what is it, milliliters compared to like
it was a
something like,
nanogram. They had a milligram. And
yeah,
it
and
and it
unfortunately,
flattened a building that looks like it's a square fucking mile long.
Well,
Yeah.
it eats hydrogen, so you know that makes sense.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
and
that's why they
unfortunately,
specifically
and
say that to create the fuel, he has to specifically be on an aircraft carrier because anything that goes wrong,
it could level a city,
yeah.
is what is the exact words, which was like, oh boy, that's horrifying. And the so they had astronauts, and they basically said that we could only make like, what was it, like 200, like 200 2
2,000
million 2
2
million
million
tons or whatever
kilograms.
kilograms, yeah.
Yeah.
And so it was like, oh, yeah, and so they basically said, yeah, this is a one-way trip, like that we don't have
yeah,
enough fuel to get this shit back.
suicide
And
mission.
it was kind of neat seeing like the reaction of the astronauts. They're like, yeah, fuck it, it is what it is.
Well,
We
some of
go
them were even coming up with different ways to how to
to
do it.
die, to kill
Yeah,
himself.
Yeah.
They
And
were.
it was
Yeah.
Some
kind
were
of,
talking about like just simply like
give me
using
heroin,
cyanide.
like,
Some of them said like,
and
yeah,
like,
at least we go out on a trip.
yeah, no, like the lady says, "Give me heroin." The Chinese captain's like, "Oh shit, give me what she's having," and it's
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
it is like, it's like this horribly morbid thing, but it's like that. This is the reality. If you could die to save the entire fucking planet, like that is like numbers that is just not even a fucking, like, that's not even a calculation. And considering that both, well, actually, I don't think the engineer chick had a family, but the captain, the Chinese guy, did.
Oh no,
And
the engineer lady did have she had a husband. That's what that
she
picture
had a
was
husband,
of.
yeah, but I'm saying, but like I'm talking about like a full family, like kids and
Okay.
all that.
And then the other two died.
Yeah. So the science, so
During
they were, so
explosion.
Jake, there was only supposed to be a team of three: a scientist, an engineer, and a astronaut. That was supposed to be it. Like, bam, bam, boom. That's what we're sending. And unfortunately, the guy who was supposed to be the scientist, he died in the explosion of
And his
transporting the
backup.
fuel, and his backup. And so that's why Ryan Gosling was basically forced to go on there.
Yeah,
Okay.
you see this whole process because they're all looking at Grace and they're just going like, yeah, you'll just have to adapt. You'll figure it out. You'll do all this stuff. And it's like, all right, you have 3 hours to figure it out. And then when we find out where he's basically explaining that he just can't do it, she's originally just trying to essentially guilt trip him, which is fair enough. Like, the species
Yeah.
on the fucking line, man.
Yeah,
So
the
she's like,
entire planet.
you have no immediate family. Like, you don't even have a dog.
You didn't have a dog. Like, it's like,
And
fuck.
and it's just, and she was just talking because they said if they could delay the launch window, and she said like, no, if we delay it by even a few months, that's 30 million lives.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
and
Hard calculations, man. Hard
and
calculations.
as she says that he just can't do it, that's when she lays out the truth of like, I wasn't asking actually.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Carl. Like, Carl was the goat, and even in like the betrayal, Carl was still pretty goated.
You know who you are.
Is it really a betrayal if humanity depends on it?
Yes.
Not really. No.
On a personal level, it's still betrayal.
Well, that's too damn bad.
No, like, yeah, it is. At the end of the day, that is too damn bad because it is this. We're in it for the species, boys and girls.
And I do appreciate that, like, even up to the point where it's like fucking German girl was basically like Cecil Stedman. It's like, yeah, like, no, we got to do it for the good of the thing. And like up to that point, like fucking what's his name? Fucking Grace. Grace was like, no, I don't want to fucking do it. I'm fucking terrified. I don't want to do this shit. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, well, fuck it. You're going on the ship anyway. And it's like, oh,
yeah, because
shit.
they had to be put into a medically induced coma for the trip, Jake. So they're having to chase him. They had to chase him down, so they could do this. And yeah, talk about
She
the moment.
didn't want to.
The moment with Carl made me so unbelievably sad because, like, as he's trying to figure out all this stuff with reproducing them, we get a moment where we're hanging out with Carl. It's like, do we have an expense account? You don't, but I do.
Okay.
And then they
That's
go on
Carl.
this little montage of like of them getting all the stuff they need for the like where they get all the stuff for their experiment, and it's like, you cover this? Yeah, we're the government. Which one?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
of them.
All of them.
Oh no.
We're in
No,
this for
Alex Jones
species.
was right.
I mean, Alex Jones is right when the fucking world is going to be falling apart, sure. What you mean here?
And even then, as she was bringing up, it's like, we have X amount of time, and that's even if all the governments work together, which we know they won't.
Yeah, it's just...
And then when it shows the microbes arriving on Earth, showing that, yeah, time has passed because she's older, it's like, oh. So much of this movie, they thought of nearly every instance. I can... Like, yeah, it's a bit of a convenience that Rocky can understand Grace immediately. It's like, there's very few of those moments throughout the entire film. I can't.
And there was a word that he couldn't understand it, or he tried to say, but he couldn't say. I like the use of brave, because he was trying to call him that, but he was so adamant to hating on himself that he wasn't brave at all.
The emotional moments, like where he was trying to say that he made peace with it, and it's just like, no,
Yeah.
I could help you.
A little bit.
And then Grace just fucking broke down because he wasn't expecting
He thought
it.
he was done. Yeah, he thought he was gonna die for real, but he was like, I didn't fucking need
because
any
it
of
takes
that.
a lot. It takes so much guts. Could you honestly make peace with yourself? The idea that you are stuck here, you are going to die.
And I imagine it would take so much emotional, like,
yeah,
I don't know, weight to get to that point. And then once you have worked through that and you're there, if someone actually gives you hope, that's just like gut wrenching.
Not
because
only
it's
that,
like,
the
oh my gosh.
the thing giving you hope is literally the furthest thing, or the greatest example of a complete stranger. And he just straight up said, so Jake, remember, we only have enough fuel for like one trip. And basically Rocky goes, you could just have some of my fuel. And like Grace goes, are you fucking sure? And he's like, yeah, it'll just take me 6 years longer, but yeah, you can have it. And just like it's so like matter of factly that this like stranger is sacrificing his own like life and happiness for a complete stranger, for a different fucking species.
And
also the fact that he says, it's only 6 years. That's fine. I can still go home.
Yeah, they've lived for apparently hundreds of years. Like
apparently he's had his
rocks.
He's 150, I think. Is what
well, no, I think they've had he's been in a relationship for like 150 years.
Yeah, that's how long his marriage has been going. Yeah.
Yeah. Outside of the honeymoon phase, though. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't get it. What the fuck? You fucking human and weird. Shut up.
Wait a minute. Is this Rock also a Jedi that pilots spaceships?
Yes.
Well, you say that when he is also instead of a crew of 3, he was a crew of 25, and unfortunately a reactor leak is what.
Yes. So it is shown that because they're advanced technology, but because of what they lack, basically like any kind of like sight or like senses or whatever. They didn't realize they didn't see radiation, and unfortunately that's what led to the death of his entire crew. And so Grace lost. He was in the crew of 3. He lost 2. Rocky was in a crew of 24 and lost 23. So he's noticeably like a little like lonely.
Oh yeah, to the thought of Grace going to sleep makes him fucking panic because they.
Well, no. That wasn't just like his PTSD. That is actually just a part of his culture.
Yes,
right.
Is that they watch you sleep, especially because like Jake for this species, there's always somebody watching it because when they go to sleep, it's essentially a paralytic state for God knows how long.
Exactly.
And. So much of this movie was, oh, that's right. You're doing a little bit of the puzzle.
Yeah. Just kind of doing things. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not like I can do this whole thing on my sleep.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry.
It's not like I can play this game with my eyes closed. Wait, I have.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
So much of this movie was.
As I got distracted for a moment. Yeah. So, I was going into this movie just expecting pure like hard science fiction with like and math and
Oh,
numbers.
really?
I like well, it's because I'm me. Like I find numbers to be and math to be some of the best shit possible, and yet the emotional journey that's in this movie like brought me to tears multiple times.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Phenomenal.
expecting there to be some emotional moments, but I wasn't expecting there to be as much humor as there was.
Yeah. To see, I'm still giggling
Which,
about it. Just the fucking,
yeah, I
the
didn't
fucking
hate
hamster,
it.
the hamster ball, the fucking hamster ball. Just it
It's
kills me
like,
every time thinking about it.
or the like
So messy, dirt,
or as
trash, dirty,
they're
dirty,
freaking
dirty.
out about the microbes. It's like life is what like use your words.
Use your words. Like,
Life is chemistry.
Well, it's because the cure for it turns out to be microbes that are acting almost as a predator to the astrophage. That's why this one planet that they went to see its its betrothal line, why it's not affected, why its sun has not died out.
It's the only star that they could we can see, Jake, that is like
Affected.
uninfected. Uninfected is their term.
The and also like as we brought up the jokes, the like just little bits of humor, like the fucking probes to send all the messages back being named after the Beatles.
Yeah.
Like this all subtle like little jokes that
subtle penalties, you know.
Yeah.
Hibble subtleties.
Yes, thank you. You understand my language. You understand the language of my people.
Unlike Begidius or Me High Cheek Sent Me High.
Me high cheeks sent me high. Me high cheeks sent me high.
Pretty sure this unlocks some memories for those watching.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, Jesus.
Let's see.
It's just that name
favorite...
just sounds so fucking made up. Anyway. The first interactions with them as well was really fun. Yeah, because like they would both be fucking scientists, you know what I mean? Like they would both be men of science, so it's like, yeah, they'd both be fucking scared of like, oh my god, it's a fucking alien, is literally the exact thought that both Ryan Gosling and Rocky had. It's like, oh shit.
That's why they did their little dance.
Yeah.
That was fun.
And I appreciate that coming back as well. Time that, Ryan.
Huh.
Don't worry about that.
Close one. Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Were you guys happy with the ending?
Absolutely.
Where he
deciding to stay on the Rocky's home planet.
He doesn't decide to stay. They left that purposely ambiguous.
That's true. He never really decided, but he kind of.
He said that the Hail Mary, their scientists had been able to fix it. And by the way, there was a nice touch, by the way, like showing that Rocky's like suit. That basically, remember, he had made a fucking hamster ball like just like by himself, but like no, when they have the full span of all of their technology, he was able to make a dome. Made a fucking dome that was basically Earth-like in every single way, to the point where the Rocky actually had to like basically enter with like a spacesuit. And so he was upgraded from the hamster ball to like basically like a perfect spacesuit.
And then they make the joke of like the water was either too hot or now it's too cold.
Also showing
he knocked on the door and he was just like, "Bro, you took too long."
So
I knock.
The entire time, like he's communicating with like text to speech. At the end of the movie, when he's like basically living on their fucking planet, all you get
everything all at once thing.
Yeah, all you get is like subtitles from Rocky, and like he just understands them. It's a neat touch to show that he's been there for a while. Also, if it wasn't obvious, fucking the biome they created for him.
And also, like we do get like some other side characters that are part. Like we get like a medical robot. What does 2 + 2 equal? Cognitive test failed.
Cognitive test failed. Yeah, it's just coming out of thing. Oh yeah, and there's that bit where he's like, what is that? Is that like a nuclear is that a nuclear microscopic microscope? Why do I know what that is? Am I smart?
And as he's just seeing, like, as he's messing with the whiteboard, and then he sticks it to the fucking chair, which is fucking vertical.
Yeah, he sticks the mug on the whiteboard. Like Jake, he is standing like looking at a whiteboard, and he just puts a mug like as if he was putting on the table on the whiteboard. I was like, oh fuck, like it really fucks with your sense of like vertigo.
And of course,
Nice.
Grace being incredibly smart. At one point, the microbes that they captured to eat the astrophage. At one point, it eats through its own container, and it wakes him up in the middle of the night, like contamination, contaminant, and he doesn't know what to do. So it shows him like a cut to him in his spacesuit using some of the window that Rocky made as a shield as he vents the entire ship, like to essentially kill the contamination of the microbes that had escaped.
Nice.
Because if they had not been ejected, they would have eaten through the ship and then eaten through in the astrophage that's in his fuel tank. I think they did actually eat a little bit of it. That's why he said he only had enough fuel to go either save Rocky or head home.
Yep.
Right.
And that being said, saving 2 stars, however, it's a great thing. It does not save the rest of the universe, because stars are needed for more than just light. They're needed for gravity. So
yeah. So
stars will farm. It's fine.
I was gonna say there's a potential like that, like it still goes bad. However, they do say that stars dim, so like they could still technically be there. Like I said, it's saying how like it's saying how subtle anything needs to change to completely ruin your entire ecosystem with dealing with the like dealing the astrophysics and all that shit. But the idea of the other stars still being there, it's just that they're dimming. Like I'm kind of fine with it like being a potential thing. Like for like that's just how it is now. And there who's to say that like they also can't like make other voyages, especially the Iridians, just going around and just fucking start fixing the other stars.
Yeah. In fact, one would argue it's like, okay, we just need to do that now.
Yeah. And of course, there could be also the argument that, like, in the future, the Iridians and the fucking and Earthlings actually swap technology and actually bridge a gap between each other.
And seeing Grace, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, good.
I was thinking about the final shot where it's like, where he's in the classroom, like, welcome class. Now, how fast is the speed of light? And it just cuts to all the Iridians in the classrooms, and he like I think that's one of the first time like in the film that we see not just like a split-second smile of like him fixing all the stuff, but like a true genuine it's over
smile.
He's happy where he is smile, and then that clap that just ends the film.
That was great.
This film, like I was struggling whether or not this is a 9 or a 10 for me. Like it's
I will probably safely say a 9 just because of some of the inconsistencies. And like some of like Grace's like quote unquote expertise and shit like that. Because at the end of the day, he is just a fucking microbiologist. Like, why is he doing all this like fucking crazy Indiana Jones shit with like perfect precision? It is kind of weird. And admittedly, he has no training. Like specifically, like the bit where he's dealing with the specifically the bit where he's dealing with what is it, the fucking the fishing lure, when they when he's like he perfectly grabs it and like slings around and like is able to calculate all that shit. Also, he didn't get knocked out in that process. You know what I mean? There is like, I mean, that does come into play though later, where like yeah, he's getting knocked out of the noggin a couple times, and he finally gets hit so hard that he actually can't like progress, and it almost kills him.
Yeah, I imagined that while he was trying to flip that switch, he's actively having to try to fight. I believe it'd be heading to his head, so he'd be redding out.
Yeah, I was about to say, like he is active. So when you're spinning that fast, like if you've ever been on a roller coaster, so imagine getting fucking punched in the head by Mike Tyson and then getting on a roller coaster. That was literally what Grace was dealing with in that moment in the pilot chair. So he was fucked up, and he was not in a good spot like at all as well. So like it was a bad like scenario. But and like I said, the major inconsistency I think I have to say is like how the fuck does or major convenience, I should say, is how the fuck does
Rocky understand him.
how does fuck does Rocky understand him at all? So, like, and like I said, I can't find a good argument besides just fuck up the plot.
Yeah, that is definitely like a convenience or a contrivance.
Do you think that
Them practicing
the
with the piloting, however, I appreciated that.
do you think that the process of Rocky learning the language and how that all progressed is more or less believable than that same concept in the movie Arrival?
Arrival's worse. Arrival's worse. Like, it's funny that because I was thinking about that River, and here's the thing, that movie is horribly flawed. Like, it is like easily, like, on an objective level, like a 3 out of 10. I actually really enjoy that movie though. So,
I do too, yeah.
Like, I actually really do like the movie, but like when Mahler and Rag started bringing up all these points, it's like, yeah, no, like there is a lot of like logical inconsistencies as well. Like, so it's fine that it's like, it's not the point of this movie though, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, because the point of Arrival is to communicate with the aliens. The point of which God, I'm just thinking about that fucking stupid fucking movie. Yeah, anyway, sorry. Like,
I haven't. Anaya, have you seen Arrival?
I mean, I haven't seen Arrival either. All I know is that's like alien spiders are trying to communicate with us.
It is. Let's save it, because just in case, like, in fact, if you guys want to watch it after this, we can. But
I mean, I need a good laugh, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
But like I said, the point of this movie is that two scientists are working together, and they don't have the fucking arrival. Okay, anyway, this is a different fucking scenario and like way like different like things to talk about. But I did think about that movie because of like communications and how this guy isn't a linguist. Like what's her name? Fucking Amy. What the fuck's her name? I almost said Amy Lee. What the fuck? Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Amy Adams is like a linguist in that movie, so like that's her whole job, is to learn how to communicate with like other people, and like she even like processes it like with like using like a like animal behaviors or whatever, like how like fucking an ape bears its chest or whatever, kind of shit like that. But this is two scientists working together, and the scientist on the other end is, well, arguably way fucking smarter than the scientist that we have. So
yeah, one could definitely argue that Rocky was smarter than Grace nearly this entire time.
Yeah, motherfucker is like creating matter like out of fucking nothing, and like I guess that's also an inconsistency. Where the fuck did that chain come from? Where all those spools come from?
No, it's said that that Rocky made them because he
out of what? He put them together right there.
I mean, it comes like out
hand
of
tool things. Like they make it seem like he can kind of just generate it from his little hand tools and like from his atmosphere. That's the problem. Like that explanation was not given. So that's
as I say, like
I kind of thought of it as like how a spider creates silk from its abdomen.
But like miles of silk.
Mm.
He makes a lot of chain, River.
And also we know how spiders make their silk.
Well,
wait, how do they actually? Just because I'm dumb. Tell me.
I think it's like a combination of a couple fluids.
Imagine if you had just said, I don't know.
I used to have this. I used to know. It's like, what is it? It's like some fluids come together when exposed to air. They're kind of like they kind of solidify, and then they have these little specialized bits at the end of their thorax, the thorax, the spinnerets that they stitch together.
Hey, how do you eat?
Oh god, not that same god.
Oh my god, yeah, the fact that he's like eating, like, so, like, Jake, basically this thing is like a rock spider. I don't know if you've seen a picture of it, but like the way
I've seen what it looks like, yeah.
So fucking Ryan Gosling's like eating ramen in front of him, and like fucking he just goes, that's fucking disgusting. What are you doing? And he's like, well, yeah, well, how do you eat? And he just fucking like, so just imagine like the rock spider just shoving shit in its like fucking like up its ass, and it's like, it's like, and it makes
like in South Park.
Yeah, Yeah, and it's just like, and it just makes like this horrible fucking noise too. I just was fucking, I was losing my mind. It was
I
hilarious.
was like, ew.
I
Like,
actually
because
did
he specifically like Rocky
Ryan.
And I was
Rocky
like,
specifically says the way you eat is disgusting. So that's why I thought,
he was so judgmental. He was like,
it's like, why don't you just shove it up your ass, you fucking weirdo? Jesus. Fucking
I
weirdo.
kinda-
he's like, I
Man.
eat beautiful. No, you don't. No.
Man,
I eat beautiful. Yeah, that's the way he says it. I
Man,
fucking
I
love
can't.
Rocky.
I need
Rocky,
to get a
Rocky was a
fucking.
fucking character, man.
I can't wait to either get a plush or a fucking little figurine of Rocky, like, and put it on my desk.
When I was looking at pictures for the thumbnail, I saw those exist.
Sorry, I just got a fucking text from my best friend Benny, who he's been on the channel a few times, but apparently he just got into a debate with a teriologist.
What the?
Do you have any
what
idea
the
what
what?
it
The
is?
fuck
I
does
don't
that
know
mean?
what that is. I don't know what that is. No.
It doesn't.
I'm
This
gonna
is what?
A
I'm gonna go.
teriologist.
I'm gonna go.
Wait a
I'm
minute.
gonna
Is
slap
it,
him.
is
Okay,
it Terrence Howard or whatever the fuck his name is?
Damn it! You put it together faster. than I did.
Terry Crews?
No,
No,
it's
Terrence
Terrence
Howard.
Howard's fucking borderline
His like fucking cult. His like
mentally
retarded
handicapped,
cult.
like
What?
understanding of science. Remember,
Okay,
Terrence Howard believes that 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah,
So he's
Or
an
one
idiot.
times
No, I did not
one
know
times
that.
1 = 3. Yeah, like no, they
So
did.
that's why he wasn't in Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. You're right.
So what if he comes
any,
back for Doomsday?
Oh, dude, I would pay
multiverse
all the
shit.
money.
Any closing thoughts before we wrap the shindig up?
The movie was fantastic. It made me cry like a little fucking girl. Shoutouts to Rocky being the absolute fucking goated with the sauce, like absolute fucking unit
it.
of a fucking character. And I love how even he is also like a really shitty coward at certain points. Like, he's like, no, fuck that, no. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and like it mirrors like Ken's like own like fears and shit like that as well, because he's just like, oh shit, yeah, like nope, like literally the first thing we talk about is like that bit where he's like looking at all of the
Infinite outstretch of space.
his face, and he just goes nope. It just goes right back in the fucking ship.
Which,
like, nope.
which it's funny
Ugh.
again, the comparisons of Iron Lung of looking into the deep dark hole and going, "Fuck that!" Like, fuck
that.
this.
And like it also
Oh,
compares it to like
fuck
Scary
me.
Movie. As the comparison to Scary Movie. Comparisons to Scary Movie 2, where like the priest sees the girl with the head spin around and just goes fuck this, and like
This.
fuck this.
Oh.
What a good movie! Like, I'm really glad you recommended this one, because like I said, I remember seeing trailers for it like forever ago, and then like I completely misinterpreted what the fucking trailers even were talking about. I legit thought like it was
I thought it was
just
a horror
an
movie
alien.
a little bit too.
Oh, you thought it was a horror movie? No. I thought it was just like an alien that like kind of like Arrival, where like Ryan Gosling and like the alien just kind of hang out in like orbit around Earth, because like his rock biology can't do anything. Like I said, it completely different like fucking
I don't
vibe.
know if I even
think-
knew there was going to be an alien in it.
I think I knew about the alien, and hence why when I first heard of it, I didn't even think about the astrophage shit. I think my brain just immediately took off with its active imagination. It's like, oh, he's now got to figure shit out with an active alien life form on board, which in my mind, to me, it's like that probably. Like, we don't know if it's hostile or not. Yeah, imagine looking at Rocky and going, "What are your secrets, little man?" You're
And
up
him going,
to
what are your secrets, big man? Like I don't know who the fuck you are either.
I see.
I don't even know who I am.
That's like,
The only thing I knew about it was that it was written by the same guy who did The Martian, so I thought it was just going to be kind of more of that.
Also,
see, I actually haven't seen The Martian. I feel
We
like
should-
we
No,
should
the
watch
book.
that.
You should.
It's based off of the book. But the guy
Yeah.
who wrote the book of the Martian.
but by
Oh,
the way,
no.
for those who
Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, say that again, Jake. You're saying that say it again.
So both Project Hail Mary and The Martian were originally books written by the same guy.
yeah,
Right,
they're
that's
the
what I
same
meant,
author.
yeah.
So these movies are not written by the same screenwriter. Okay.
That's
I don't think so.
But
yeah.
fun fact, guess who the directors were? They are familiar to
Christopher
us.
Nolan.
Lord
Was that
and
right?
Miller.
Who?
Into the Spider-Verse Lego movie.
Oh.
Oh. And
Interesting.
we shall be watching your career with great interest.
Well,
That's a little Star Wars reference, by the way.
Oh, is it? I wouldn't know.
So, I don't know. You're not really much of a Star Wars fan. You're more of a fucking like Star Trekky guy.
Yeah, exactly.
You're more of an Outer Worlds guy.
You're more of a Paramount's Halo kind of guy.
I smiled for a minute and then remembered the most okay, it's the Outer Worlds gameplay isn't the most boring. However, it is the most generic for the generation it came out in.
Yeah.
Is it one of those things where if it came out for like the 360 PS3,
I probably would have been fine, but it's just like it's
it's
got a slow time button. It's got generic like RPG shooter mechanics.
Unfortunately, mechanically, Fallout 4 is a far superior game.
Yeah, and like its weapons.
Story-wise, Outer Worlds is fucking way better. But
yeah, the story is keeping me going. But whenever it's just like time for hours of fucking shooting shit, I'm like, could I not?
This is literally not fun. This is not great. I'm going to use the sniper rifle and the rocket launcher and the machine gun that all use the same ammo type.
And when you slow down time, and when you slow down time, it is essentially the VAT system, Jake. So when you
it is not the VAT system. It is far inferior. Like that's the thing.
Well, no,
the VAT system is better.
Well, no, specifically, it acts like pseudo in the same way in the sense that when you slow down time and then when you aim at certain spots, it says cripple, blind, like it's trying to be VATS, but almost at home. It's like it's not.
Yeah, it's literally VATS at home. It's like, oh, fucking shooting in the head cripples it. It's like, why wouldn't it just do more damage? Just shut up.
No, shooting in the head blinds them for like.
Yeah, that's right. It blinds them. It's like, no, I want to remove their skull.
Shooting them in the torso applies bleed damage. It's like shooting them in the leg slows down their movement speed. It's like, okay, that one I understand, but that's just any game.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, closing thoughts. Like I said, I was just definitely high 8, low 9. But this movie was awesome. Like I actually really love this movie.
Right. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I only saw it a few weeks ago, but I would watch it again now.
I can't wait for the home release, and as far as I'm definitely gonna try to get myself my hands on a Rocky figure and a replica.
I just put a link. Yeah, I just put a link in the chat.
Somebody has already actually thrown a Lego version of the Hail Mary. They've put it on the International Space Station.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome. I love that.
I love this movie so much. I can't wait. I'm gonna probably own like 6 different versions of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this movie and like Iron Lung. Like it's crazy. It is funny. I was kind of hoping for another one-man show, just Ryan Gosling just kind of hanging out with a fucking alien or whatever. But I do appreciate like all of this stuff. That's another actual issue I have with the movie though. I will say that the pacing is a little off at certain points. Like there are points where it's like,
I did glance at my watch like once. I will agree. Like
it's specifically one in particular that really bothered me was like there is shit going on and we just got introduced to an alien and it's like no, but now we have to basically go back in time and talk about like how he almost got here. And it's like all right, I guess like I was kind of looking forward to like more of the alien shit now that we like finally got it, but now we're talking about this stuff, so it's like okay.
Yeah, I didn't really have that much of a problem with that, but I can see.
I can see how it can fuck with somebody, to say the least.
Yeah.
Okay, we're ending this recording immediately.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Don't
fucking.
worry about it. It's fine. It's fine.
As the fucking alien just immediately sprints out.
You motherfuckers are killing my lilies!
My lilies!
Hi, Squidward. Alright, thank you all so much for this little add-on. Go see this movie. We cannot...
One thing I will leave you with before we hit the recording is how do you know what's real? Do you even understand the concept of reality?
Okay, Terrence Howard. I can't believe Benny got into an argument with one of those fucking retards.
Oh my god.
Alright, see you next week. I see him, by the way.
Yes,